Haley, how does retail selling differ from business to business selling?
Retail selling is much more personal. I think it's a lot, quote unquote, easier. You don't have to know as much about necessarily the entire group of product. You have to know about individual products. Whereas in business to business, you have to be on time, dressed up, prepared, know how much the company profits. You're talking about millions of items instead of just one singular item. There's a lot of difference, but you're basically still selling, and that's still there's still important steps to that.
Right, right. Why is preparing for the sale important?
Well, preparing for the sale is important because you want to because you want to obviously sell the product and you want to know what the product is about and you want to
Know its
be able,
flaws and its
yes,
cons.
know everything about it so it'd be easier to sell it. And yeah.
Yeah. How do you prepare for the sale?
You obviously, if it's a business to business selling, you look up like paperwork. You go through all the paperwork and you ask questions. Honestly, if you don't know, that's the best way to find out is asking questions, even if you don't think a person will know. If it's retail, you again go to the manufacturer's website, ask questions from a manager, go to the higher ups, they'll know.
Right. 7 steps to sale: approaching the customer, determining needs, presenting the product, overcoming objections, closing the sale, suggestion selling, and relationship building. Why is selling important?
Selling is important because it's kind of obvious. You want to be able to sell the product and make a profit, and you want to help the business do better so that you can do better and you can have a secure job and make more money and all that.
Yes. Determining the customer's needs.
Um, if you if it's retail and somebody walks in and they're like, oh, they're talking to their friends, like, oh, I need a new coat, or I need a new coat. That's determining. Eavesdropping is okay in selling, apparently. Um, if it's business to business, then you need to ask questions and know what they're looking for, and specifically like fit a product to them. It'll make them feel individualized and special, and then everybody likes feeling special, apparently. That's it.
So for both of you guys and me, how to present the product and make the customer interested? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody?
Don't just be like, yeah, these are some pants. Just be like, these are pants
Magnificent.
that were made in like America, because it's apparently a big thing. And they're made with this, and this denim, and they're guaranteed not to fade, and they last longer than any other jeans. Blah blah blah. They're made with love. Whatever.
You want to make the product look really good, even if it's like really expensive. You want to put the pros instead of the cons.
Use the
Right.
cons to your advantage.
Right, right, right. And make it look like you need to have it.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, you need this.
You need this.
Oh yeah. What else is there?
Examples of how to approach the customer.
You can. Well.
Let's just see.
You treat the customer as an individual, and your first impression is everything. So if you're just like, "What's up?" or your pants are around your ankles, it's probably not going to go well. You can't just mass market anymore. Today's buying portion of the people don't like feeling as though they're just being mass marketed to. They want something individual to them.
Right. And you want to be bubbly and happy and fun. And hi, how are you today? Right? Right?
Okay, Dory, can
What? Okay, what's the next one?
An example of how to handle objection.
So let's say that customer wants to buy a new Samsung camera, but let's say it costs a lot more money than
Lifetime
an
guarantee.
average cheap camera. Just say that, let's say it has a lifetime warranty, you know, or it's better because of this. Like it has a better zoom, it has better qualities, and you want, yeah.
And how you handle them is way important too, right?
You want to use them. Okay, back to the approaching the customer. I forgot there are 3 methods. There's a service method that's when somebody walks in. How may I help you? Greeting approach is the good morning, welcome to blah 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 blah. Or there's the merchandise approach, which is like you ask questions about what they're looking at, or you make a comment about something that someone's looking at. But when you're handling objections, one method is the substitution method, and you recommend a different product instead of the one they're looking at, something that fits them more to what they want. The boomerang method is you bring the objection back to the customer as a selling point. So again, price. If it's really expensive, say, yeah, but price, like I understand that's the problem, but with that price, you get a camera cord, a lifetime guarantee, a blah 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 blah. Like, just turn it around and make it seem like that made it better. Superior point method is a technique that permits the salesperson to acknowledge objections as valid yet still offset. So it still offset them, blah, 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 whatever. So that means that you say, okay, yeah, it may cost a lot, but it's the world's best camera. Like, it's a superior point. It makes them look better.
Right.
Third party method. There's apparently another one. The page. The third party method is you say, well, this person over here bought one of these, or LeBron James has one of these, or B. Roy has one, whatever. And you just use somebody else, a third party. So, yeah.
Very good, very good. Examples of how to build relationship and suggestive sell. So building a relationship. Oh. A Fred Meyers lady just walked by, and we're not allowed to be doing this here. So I had to put it away for a sec. Continue.
Okay, examples of how to, what was the question?
Build a relationship.
Build a relationship.
Yeah, let's start with that one.
So in retail selling, it's a little harder to build a relationship, but if someone continuously comes to the store, I guess just be, if you see them a lot, just like try to carry on a conversation with them, get to know them more, and then in business to business selling, it's obviously more one-on-one, so you can ask lots of different questions, and you probably would want to get to know them more, to know who they kind of are and what they want, and so just be nice to them and ask them lots of questions.
Anything else you'd like to add to that?
I work in a coffee shop, and I guess I would consider retail selling. It's not business to business. So when somebody comes in, like if I see them waiting in line 3 cars down or another car down, I'm almost done with this, or I'm done with this person's drink and they just haven't driven off yet, I'm going to start making that other person's drink so it's done by the time they get to the window, because it's like, I remember what some people get, and it's just nice to feel individual like that, and I think that helps build a relationship, and I sit and talk to people for a while.
And I work at Subway, and I know quite a few people's orders. And I think it's really, really nice to come in and they don't even have to say anything, and I'll just start making their food. It makes them happy, it makes me happy, I get tips, they don't even have to say anything. Muy bueno.
What she said, tips, great.
Suggestive selling.
So again, let's bring it back to the camera. Say, here's your camera, but it's just the camera. Do you want a camera cord, like that plugs into the computer, or do you want a printer that you can just set your camera on and plug it straight in, and it'll just print the pictures right off your camera? Like, it's using a already purchased product or almost purchased product, a sold product, to as motivation to buy another product.
Mm-hmm.
I think is the simplest way to put it.
So adding things to make them happier, which makes us happier because they buy it. Correct?
Yep.
All right.
Correcto mundo.
Sounds like all of our questions are completed.
Yay!
We're really freaking hungry and gonna go get some chicken strips. Peace.